little inside baseball for you. Right before we went live, I kicked myself out of our own stream, so that's good.
Dropped the ban.
Right, so Rob Irizarry's got nothing on me. I banned myself. But we are happy that you're with us on the show tonight. Welcome to the Eternal Baseball Podcast. I'm Mark. It's my buddy Brent. We're the workforce behind Eternal Baseball, right? The brains and the beauty, the muscle and the brawn. Bringing you, of course, Eternal Baseball, the best baseball ever. And we got a good one tonight. Like, it's always the game of the week, but Giants-Reds, if you think about all the luminaries who've played for those two franchises since forever, we're gonna have well, we hope we have a good game. We got a good matchup. I can't promise you a good game, right? Sometimes
might be a drubbing, but we'll go with it.
Yeah, who knows? Sometimes it rolls, sometimes it doesn't. But it has been a good week of Eternal Baseball. Some teams flying high, other teams hitting some speed bumps. If you're new to the show and new to Eternal Baseball, it's the best baseball ever. And Cameron Fletcher agrees with that. Good to see you.
Welcome, Cameron.
But we've got it's the greatest players of all time, all at their statistical peak, competing simultaneously for an Eternal Championship. We're in our 5th season right now. The best part about it is the price tag, totally free. So if you're getting a bill from us, check that website that it came from, because it wasn't Eternal Baseball.
If they ask you to pay in Bitcoin,
exactly,
it may not be legit.
I got a good one this
Welcome,
week.
Dave.
Good to see you, Dave. I got a text that said, you have an unpaid toll, $4.99. I'm like, okay, they're not trying to dip me for too much. But I'm like, okay, from where and which vehicle? Right? And I know they probably just collected me as an active phone number and they'll send me 10 more. But fine. Yeah, look at this. No way it's been 5 seasons. Well, it's only been 4 complete. But
4 and a third.
Yeah,
Welcome, Munchkin.
Season 5's rolling. We'll be at the All-Star break before you know it. Looking around, again, to interact with us, you can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on Instagram. You can find everything at eternalbaseball.com. Around full-on baseball, because we're part of the overall baseball fraternity. Some good birthdays today. Bill Madlock, the only 4-time batting champ not in the Hall of Fame. So you can beat that drum. Dontrell Willis, who had a fantastic game yesterday, maybe my favorite game of the year. And you wouldn't circle Marlins Nationals as your can't miss game of the day, but it was Dontrell Willis and Steven Strasburg throwing dueling shutouts and then both getting pulled. And then I think here's where the game gets unrealistic. Anthony Rendon knocking in a run there in the 10th inning. Remember, he was pretty good as a national. So
he probably will have one good year with the Angels. Just stay healthy. Or did he retire?
No,
oh, okay.
Not yet.
You give me that look like, oh man, did I not hear something?
Remember last year, he was like, look, man, baseball's just a game. I don't take it, it's not life or death. And you're like, yeah.
Wrong answer.
Maybe when you've underperformed every year for an underperforming team.
Like, you don't have to say the exact opposite, but just don't say anything.
you can feel that. But you sure as hell don't have to say it, right?
Just say, I'm looking forward to returning from injury.
You should just change it up and be like Tony Rendon this year. Hey, it's Tony. Tony's going to get us a base hit next week. Who else? Let's see. Randy Jones, who's probably the best pitcher in Padres history. And I knew nothing about him before Eternal Baseball, so he needs a new press agent. Alex Wood, recent Yankee who I totally forgot about, Ivan Nova. Good for him. I kind of forgot he existed. And Mike Marshall, Dodger and Expo, who's bumping around here in Eternal Baseball. So we're happy for him. We are going to get into the week that was. Let me see if I can pop this up without banning myself from the show like I did a minute ago. Let's see here. Share the audio, share the screen. Look at this. All right, so here comes your eye chart. And just like that, boom. So as always, pink means bad and gold means good. And we're out here in week 9.
The twin nut.
Yeah, right. It's so good. Like, I think that better than like Twibe. like this week in Eternal Baseball.
Why?
And, and if you're new to the show, or if you just weren't paying attention, Rhoda and I grew up in the middle of Central Oregon, right? Like there wasn't much baseball on television, and no home team, being 7 hours south of Seattle and 7 hours north of San Francisco. So any scrap of baseball we could get on television growing up as children of the 80s was fabulous. And This Week in Baseball was can't miss. Oh man, loved that show.
So good. Do you remember the Bulletin? Our local paper was like, we had so little baseball news that our paper itself wouldn't even give box scores. It would just give you the score.
Yeah.
And that was it. Like you had no idea, if your favorite player did well.
I mean, it was kind of like our scoreboard, right? It would give you like the winning pitcher, losing pitcher.
Yeah.
I think if someone hit a homer,
yeah,
it would say it. And that
maybe.
Was it, right? And back in those days, God, it feels like it wasn't that long ago, but it was 40 years ago. You would wait up sometimes to the 11 o'clock news just to get the sports scores, right? And they wouldn't tell you nothing. They'd just go, White Sox 5, Cleveland 3, and that's it. So you knew who won, but it was meager. Hey, look who's popping around. Good to see Tino here.
Sorry, man, you froze on me there.
Oh, sorry about that. I was just saying, good to see Tino. Remember the sign in Wrigley, the Sean-O-meter that would show Sean Dunson's batting average? Tino's got the Cobb-O-meter. And I believe
which way is it trending?
Ty Cobb's up to like 239.
Ooh, hey, good year.
Dude, he was under 200 for a while. And
this could be the year.
it could be the year, yeah. Cam Fletcher's got, we'd get that in the Portland paper, in the Oregonian once in a while, but not even weekly. That's still.
Ooh, Baseball Weekly.
Yeah, baseball.
You had a newsstand? That's amazing.
Right. I remember when I left Central Oregon, went to Arizona State, they had a Baseball Weekly, like put in 75 cents and get your weekly.
Oh, so good.
So good. Yeah. Oh yeah. The sporting news. Sure. You bet. Yeah.
Right.
Tino's happy over 230, but he's right. Tigers are losing. Tigers bullpen is awful this year. And there's talent there, right? It's John Hiller and Willie Hernandez and Mike Henneman mainly, but their pen is kind of rough this year, and that's a winnable division, as we'll get into. So here's the Kansas City Star. Well, I should have subscribed to that in Bend, Oregon. And they were printing stats at Erie Sunday. That's good. So anyway, looking at the week that was, the Diamondbacks are scuffling. I'm still mad that we moved Kurt Schilling from the Phillies to the Diamondbacks, even though he spent more years with the Phillies. He was never pitching. Like he was barely on the staff. He was the long reliever. And having him pitch 20 innings a season for Philadelphia when he could be the ace of the Diamondbacks just didn't make any sense. So we moved him over to Arizona, and he's been god awful for last season and this year. So we're going to need a little more from you, Kurt. The Braves are turning it on. It's usually Braves Astros in that division. The Red Sox are playing very well. All behind, I love that their ace is Carl Mays, who's 11-0 now, on a team with Pedro Martinez, Roger Clemens, and Cy freaking Young, all in their prime. It's Carl Mays who's the lead dog. So good for you, Carl. Houston playing well as well, so probably staying close with Atlanta. We'll get into that. The Marlins had that tough 0-6 week. Milwaukee at 1-5. The Mets, who've been okay, really scuffled this week, and that's rare because Dwight Gooden's been so good that usually there's no real losing streaks for the Mets because Dwight's always there to win every fifth day. The Yankees had a really, really good week. 6-0. The Phillies at 5-1 are pulling away in the East. And this is the one I'm watching because Birmingham, who always wins the South, that's our team comprised of Negro League legends. They've always won the AL South. And they've had a tough year. Satchel Paige is hurt, I think, because he started the year like 0-7. So we actually sat him down for a little while because Satchel Paige isn't going to lose 20 on our game. And so they're only a game under 500, but leading that division. But look down here, not just that Texas went 5-1 this week, but 3-3 last week and 5-1 the week before. So 13-5. So
hey, let's see the standings.
yeah, we're gonna check this out. So that's what the week it was. But standing wise, now remember, this includes all of tomorrow's games. We are actually playing tomorrow's Reds Giants game as our game of the week. So this is tomorrow's game. So you get yourself a little sneak peek here. The Dodgers are starting to come back to earth a little bit. And one of the things about the Giants is that Willie Mays and Barry Bonds both missed almost all of December. So they're just finally getting their lineup back, and they're starting to make a little push out there. As always, I'm pretty open about the fact that I'm a Yankee fan, but what we really root for is competitive divisions, right? That's what we want to see. Cameron's got a good point here. Is Schilling eligible for Boston? I mean, he could be, but I think he spent like 7 years or 8 years in Philly and 5 with the Diamondbacks and 4 with the Red Sox. So it'd be a real stretch to put him on Boston. And Boston honestly doesn't need the help in the rotation, right? What with Carl Mays.
Hey, Carl Mays.
Being unstoppable. Yeah, and Cam's got a point here. I was really hoping, it looked early like the Royals might be the team to take Birmingham this year, but they lost George Brett for the whole year. It's hard to imagine them overtaking Birmingham without George.
Yeah, they're hanging around, though. Only 4 back.
I mean, all you need is career years from Kevin Seitzer and Mike Moustakas.
Buddy Biancalana.
Right? And I just cut Joe Randa last month to make room for.
Thank you for your service, Joe.
Right, one of their really good relievers I wasn't familiar with, who passed away last month, was suggested by a reader, and his numbers are good enough to make the staff. And Joe Randa's never going to play behind Moose and Seitzer and Brett, and Witt Jr. can play third if they need him. So. It just wasn't going to happen. So Joe Randa got his walk fixed. Oh, there he goes. Who's Cam? Cam, remind me, who's the pitcher we plugged in? Again, if we're missing a player on your favorite team, tell us. Fitzmaurice, maybe? I'm trying to remember the name. You know what? I don't have to hem and haw. We can just do this. Kansas City pitchers. Where are you? Al Fitzmaurice. There you go. You beat me, but it's your team, Cam, so you should have beat me with that. And Quisenberry's leading the league in total dip. Look at that. Whoa. All right, so anyway, week that was, San Francisco's gaining a little ground on L.A. Atlanta's 1 game back of Houston. Miami and Arizona are totally out of it. Best division in eternal baseball every year, the National League North. If you consider that length of franchise, like career, how long the franchise has been active, when you got the Cubs, the Cardinals, the Pirates, and the Reds, these are deep teams and a very deep division. But it's Chicago on top, St. Louis and Pittsburgh 3 back, Cincinnati 8.5 back, but at only 5 games under. So I'd like to believe Cincy's still got a run in them. Philly's pulling away out east. Oakland is the defending champs, and they were the best team in the American League until this week. And they're starting to scuffle a little bit. And Minnesota and Seattle are not bad. Actually, LA's not bad either. So we'll see what happens up there out west. As we said in the South, Birmingham, I guess they won tomorrow, so they're 500. But Texas is only 3 back. Kansas City only 4 back. So maybe crazier things have happened. Everybody's in it. The AL North, Chicago leads, but Cleveland's 1 game back. Detroit and Milwaukee just 3 games off the pace. And in the East, the Yankees took over as the best team in the American League this week with their 6-0 week. But Boston was 5-1. So, I mean, the Red Sox are still 7 games back, but they are strongly in the pole position for that top American League wild card. Baltimore, not bad. Toronto, a little disappointing. And batting wise, Billy Simmons, that'd be a player. 375. Not bad at all. So, and he leads both leagues in RBI with 53. So right now, it's Billy Williams and Al Simmons who are really getting good work done at the plate. But for today, our game of the week, it's Giants at Reds. Their first game was Saturday, where Mel Ott hit a grand slam in the 7th inning to fuel their comeback. They beat the Reds 7-4. And then today, Will Clark's RBI ground out in the 7th gave the Giants a 5-4 lead, but the Reds threatened in the 9th, got 2 men on, and with 2 outs, Sergio Romo struck out Johnny Bench to lock down his 5th save. And so the Giants taking the first 2 in this series. And pitching matchup, I like it tonight. It's Giants, what they call him, the dandy Dominican, Juan Marichal, who's, I love this bit, 6-1 with a 5.08 ERA. So they love hitting for Juan. And then the Reds have Noodles Hahn. If you're not familiar with Noodles Hahn, you weren't paying attention from 1899 to 1905. And why was he nicknamed Noodles Hahn? I assumed it was 1899. He probably pitched every day, right? So I assume it was noodle arm, right? Like you can throw forever and never get tired. No, he used to bring his dad lunch every day, and it was always noodles. So when he was walking to the job site or wherever his dad worked, the other guys are like, "Hey, here comes your boy Noodles." And
your boy.
There you go. So Noodles Hahn, Juan Marichal, that's what we're doing tonight.
All right.
And the big advantage of January is I don't have to scroll through the months anymore. We just start in January. The downside of January is, see where it says 2024 up here? I got to edit that out every night on the scoreboard because it thinks it's 2024, and it just frankly isn't. So let's get rolling here. San Francisco and Cincinnati. Beautiful ballpark.
Cameron's got that.
Oh, here we go. Look, man.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good point. Where you're like, hey, I got to go see a guy about a thing.
It's so dangerous, but the food's so good.
Right. All right. So today it is, let me get it right. Where are you? Juan Marichal. Here we go. Juan Marichal against Luzon. One of the funny things about Cincinnati, they got 2. Johnny Bench is obviously the catcher, but they have another one, Bubbles Hargrave, who's just knocking the snot out of the ball. But it's pretty dangerous to play. I mean, Johnny Bench is going to catch, obviously. But if you DH the backup catcher, you're setting yourself up for a catastrophe in the later innings. So they actually had to activate a 3rd catcher just to let Bubbles Hargrave hit. We'll get into it right now. If you're looking at the Reds and how they hit against right-handers. So it's Joe Morgan, who's got the best overall OPS, but he's also got the best on-base percentage, and he's such a stolen base threat. He's got to lead off, right? Don't you think?
Yep, let's do it.
All right, so Joe
Sorry, I
Morgan.
was just reading Cameron another comment.
Oh, here we go.
And welcome, Brian.
Shecky Green. Yeah, there you go. Old Blue Eyes, man. He's in charge. Ernie Lombardi, that's the guy. Good job, Brian. And then, Cam was pumping up his guy, Fitzmaurice, with that sub-2 ERA, helping out in that Kansas City pen. What was I going to say? This was hysterical. The book that Die Hard was based on was written in the late 60s or the early 70s. And it was sold picked up as a script, actioned in Hollywood by a guy who an actor wanted to make it. And it just got caught up in red tape and never made. But he always had right of refusal on the role of John McClane. And so I think because they didn't want this guy to actually do it by the time it got made in 87, they added in a bunch of the grimy elevator stuff and crawling through ductwork stuff, because the guy who had right of refusal on John McClane was Frank Sinatra.
Are you serious?
Yes. And they pitched it to him, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't need to be climbing around to no ducks."
Just pay me, me some money.
And the next guy they offered it to was Clint Eastwood, who was getting a little long in the tooth in '87 anyway. And Clint was like, "Yeah, I don't see it." And so Welcome to Hollywood, Bruce Willis, right?
Wow.
So good for him.
That's interesting, man. I'm actually pretty. That's fascinating. That it actually was a book. I just would have assumed that was just a screenplay someone just thrown together.
Yeah. Oh, and here we go. Joe Morgan, dude. Joe Morgan used to savage whoever the second baseman was or both of them on Sunday Night Baseball. Oh man, yeah.
I'll try, man. That's sort of my domain. I'll give it the old college try, but
Ernie Lombardi, famous as maybe the slowest runner in baseball history. Maybe we can do a first and third double steal, right, and just sacrifice in a second.
Who's catching for the Giants? I'm trying to remember. It's
probably
that guy who looks like a mob enforcer, right?
Well, either him or Posey, right? Posey's
Posey, that's right.
Posey's in charge now. So if he wants to start, I guess he's starting. Okay, so Bubbles is phenomenal. So he's definitely going to play, but he's probably going to DH. Now here's where it gets a little tricky, because you got to have George Foster in there and Frank Robinson. And that gives you left and right. Bench catches, obviously. Rose can play all over the place, but he usually ends up at third base because they don't have a ton of good third base options.
Did he play short at all? Did he ever dip his toes in there?
I don't ever remember him playing short, but you got to believe he got his way into short like twice or three times, right?
Yeah.
But never with any regularity. He doesn't qualify at short anyway. So a fan suggested Veda Pinson. No, Cam. This is what we just talked about, see, right? No. This is why we called up Ernie Lombardi, baby. So we got a backup catcher. Yeah. So
/ pinch runner.
Yeah, we're already there. Yeah, Brian's got a good point. Ernie would have hit 400. Yeah, he had 321 career home runs and 0 infield hits. That's the shame of Ernie Lombardi. Okay, so here's the deal. Another fan from Facebook suggested Veda Pinson get added to the lineup for the spark. And he provided it for a while, but you can see he's starting to tail off now, especially against lefties. But Eric Davis isn't much better. Right?
Let's go, Eric Davis.
But Eric Davis,
no one's going to begrudge us that one.
Eric Davis gives you fantastic defense, and Veda does not.
That hitch in his swing. Classic.
My favorite bit, though, if I can find it, hang on. I can't find the picture. Look at this. I'm going to put him in the lineup just for the laugh of it. We'll play Veda Pinson just to get the picture up, right? Lord Pinson, good to see you. Okay, so first base will be Votto. Great defender, good hitter. Don't know why Reds fans don't love him.
That's a pretty good lineup, I got to say.
Not bad, right?
So what are you missing?
Larkin has.
Larkin.
Well, Larkin has been hurt. And hold on, let me get back to batting versus left.
There you go, Concepcion, huh?
I mean, he's their best defender by far. And yeah, their best bat right now. Larkin's really struggled this year, especially against lefties. You do have this, you'll like this later, man. Off the bench, Ellie De La Cruz.
Ooh.
Anytime you want that stolen base, Roto, you just let me know.
Well, if we're up a bunch, we'll try to get Brian that stolen base from
Get a pinch runner Lombardi. That's awesome.
There we go.
So, all right, so flipping it over here, getting giant. Let's see. Boy, Kevin Mitchell's had a rotten year. But all right, so on base wise, he's not fast, but he's always on base.
Buck Ewing, that's who I'm thinking of.
Buck Ewing's great. Bill Terry's always on base, so there he is. Willie Mays, he's clean.
All right. Put him in the 2 hole just so we're home, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want Mays hitting 2?
I think so.
Get him an extra bat?
Yeah, let's do it.
Right. George Davis, wow.
We got to go Travis Jackson, don't you think?
I mean, Jackson's a fantastic shortstop, so Jackson will be in there. George Davis, wow, hard to believe he's our best option, but maybe just for posterity's sake, we'll get Buster and then break it up a little bit with the switch hitter, George Davis. He's a third baseman. Yeah. And a center fielder. Who knew?
Man, Barry Bonds scuffling.
Yeah, lefties are getting him right. Bonds and Mays haven't been that good since they returned, so we're still waiting for the boom. Really, Mel Ott, fantastic, hit him in right
Just
field.
like ho hum. Let's just I guess McCovey.
Right?
Put him in the 8-hole.
Yeah, it's wow. Well, we can DH Bonds.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, I mean you can't not have Barry Bonds play. That does give us 4 lefties in a row at the bottom, but whatever.
A couple other comments here. Let's see.
Let's see here. Larkin isn't active. No, because he's been awful. It's been De La Cruz and Lombardi, not Lombardi. And,
Lombardi is short.
Concepcion at short, mainly for the Reds. Larkin's been terrible. Earning success percentage. We'll have to look that up. Yeah. And Tito mentions Veda Pinson's son is big on Facebook.
Oh, cool.
So hopefully he's watched his dad rip it up in Eternal Baseball the last couple weeks. Who's batting 7th? Tomei.
Oh, you just sounded the 95 Indians.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, exactly. Yep. So we're good to go. Let's fire it up. Noodles.
Oh, we're the Reds. I would have put different Giants in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have a Reds jersey on the wall because I don't have anything Giants. I guess
I didn't get sound either.
No sound?
No sound. Shoot.
Hang on, I can fix it. I mean, it's only the 115th time we've done this. So, entire screen, this one. Give me that audio. Share it. Well, you'll know here in just
I think I hear something.
It's a late arriving crowd, as you can tell. Johnny Bench, 10 range, 9 arm. That'll be fun. Looking forward to that. All right, Noodles.
Yep, we got sound. All right.
Get some, Frank. There you go.
Center fielder, Willie, Mays.
I think earlier in the week it was Reds Orioles. And somebody said, I wonder if Frank is confused running off the field. Where which
dugout?
Yep. Here's Willie Mays. Always like it when Willie's not playing against us.
Pummel!
Oh, yeah.
Shortstop, Travis Jackson.
Travis Jackson.
Yeah, we got to deal with a full game of Willie Mays in center against us.
Right.
Pitching for San Francisco, number
That and
20,
Ozzie Smith, man. Brutal.
Right?
Miracle.
I saw
off
a
for
bit.
Cincinnati,
Miracle.
second baseman,
Oh, well.
Joe Morgan.
I saw a bit. You can find it on YouTube somewhere where Ozzy was just warming up with the other guys, just throwing the ball back and forth. And he was showing how he had seen a guy do this and then mimicked it for the rest of his career, is to not even squeeze the glove on the return throw, but to just angle the glove so it would hit the heel and fall into his other hand. So he wasn't even making a transfer. He was a lot of times, I'm sure plenty of times he was snaring it, but he was willingly deflecting the ball right into his throwing hand. Like,
on a bang bang play or knowing the fast runner.
Yeah, or if it was just
ridiculous,
a soft one, right? Like one hop soft lighters, you just go, but bing, throw. And he's talking about it while he's doing it, like it's nothing, right?
Just
like
muscle memory, right? I mean,
man, just mutant power. I think it was incredible. All right, here's Joe Morgan.
Here we go. Send him.
No problem. Walk Joe
Left
Morgan.
fielder, George.
Oh, send him.
93. Go get him,
No
Joe.
brainer. All right.
You can hear him from second base going. Now, obviously, Jeff Kent should have positioned himself closer to the bag with a known stolen base threat. Here's George Foster.
Right fielder, Frank Robinson.
I love this photo of Frank, right?
It's a good lineup. Holy moly.
And they traded him because when they traded him at like 31, the Reds owner said, yeah, but he's an old 31. In his first year in Baltimore, he won the Triple Crown and the World Series in maybe the best middle finger season ever, right?
Amazing.
Good for you, Frank.
Strike 3.
Designated
Did
hitter.
they actually say Juan Miracle?
This is Miracle. Yeah.
I like it. We got to keep
Juan
that
Miracle. I didn't change it. Here's look at Bubbles Hargrave.
one. Oh,
He's a good looking man. I don't know why he's named Bubbles.
Catcher, number 28, Buster Posey.
Buster Posey. I do like that Buster isn't short for anything. It's not a nickname.
Third baseman.
His real
George
first name on his
Davis.
driver's license is Buster. That's pretty cool. Yeah, here's George Davis, right? Come on. Is he more likely to turn two or pull the eye slot at the speakeasy? Right? Come
there
on,
you go.
Good bunter, though. Just remember that. Eric Davis, dive, 51 chance to get him out.
100%.
All right. Great play, Eric
Second
Davis.
baseman, Jeff Kent.
Jeff Kent, leading the league in creepy mustache. And dirt bike accidents.
Dirt bike.
Man.
So good.
Catcher, Johnny.
Oh, man. He stuttered. Thank you, Cameron.
Right. Oh. Okay.
Interesting. Huh.
Appreciate that. I loved it when the news story came out that said Bonds and Kent had a prickly relationship, that they didn't really get along. And like, gee, I would have thought they would be fast friends. Like, they just have buddy cop movie written.
Well, that's one of those where you're like, I don't, normally you hear a story like that, you're like, okay, I know who to blame. I mean, you almost 100% chance you know who the prickly person is. But with that one, it's like, I don't know. It's coin flip.
Obviously.
Which one was the bigger a-hole?
I swear they could have done a buddy cop movie with Dusty Baker as the captain going, I'm going to suspend both your butts if you don't get mine.
I don't know, give AI another year. We might be able to do that with ourselves.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, what do you know? Yeah, Willie Mays.
This is 0 chance. Sorry, Johnny.
I'm so excited to have Willie Mays catching balls for our team.
10 catch, 10 arm.
Yeah, no big deal.
Ball.
What I like is that Ott is not bad and right, but McCovey's
Center
pretty
fielder,
rotten in
Eric
left.
Davis.
And
Doesn't
Bonds
matter, right?
Bonds
They just have
is
to-
awful in left. So
They just have to
Mays-
cover 10% of the outfield each, and then Willie covers the other 80.
Well, I think Mays probably covers pretty much wall to line over there, right? Take it easy, Willie.
All right, Cameron, we're going to steal your title, man. Sorry, you don't get any residuals on that either.
Number
Yeah,
19, Joey Otto.
Joey Votto, who Reds fans don't like, and I don't get it. Like,
Why don't they let you?
well, we frequently get, how can you play Joey Votto over Tony Perez? Sacrilege. And I'm like, I know. The numbers are better. Other than
Votto
that,
has
no
some pretty
reason.
good numbers.
And he was far superior defensively. So,
Ball 4.
all right, now we're cooking.
All right, double steal.
Short.
Let's get Lombardi in there at first.
Concepcion.
I can't even tell what Rose is over there.
Did it say?
46.
All right. Well,
Concepcion, 2 out.
all right.
Here we go. Run, Davey, run.
It's got a
He might beat
chance.
that out.
I think he's in. He's safe.
Oh,
Can we
Terrible.
review that? Oh, my goodness.
I think we got hosed on that call, to be honest.
Looked like he was halfway to the right field pool.
Here's Mel Ott.
Left fielder, number 44, Willie McCovey.
Willie McCovey.
Strike 3.
Sitting there.
Designated hitter,
Oh, look at
Barry
this guy.
Bonds.
Can't,
Oh,
Barry
man.
Bonds versus Noodles.
I don't want
It's
to
a
jinx
mismatch.
it, but
It's a mismatch.
we got a double no-hitter going.
That would be something. And it's the 3rd inning already. Here's Joe Morgan. Look at that. Rotundi the Jinx.
Send him.
I mean, he's only 95%.
Oh, my goodness, send him.
Off he goes.
10.
There you go. 56 to take 3rd, but with nobody out,
Yeah, you got to
think
give
we're cool.
Foster a
I
chance.
think we're cool for that.
Foster Robinson.
Dude, Foster's killing the mutton. Look at the mutton chops, man.
Yeah, those are sharp.
Yeah, that's big time right there. Juan Miracle has it. Throws to Bill Terry.
The Juan Miracle. Another great title for our future AI baseball series.
Juan Miracle. So now 2 down for Bubbles Hargrave, cleanup hitter. He really needs to get a base hit right here.
Oh, Weber, come on.
Is that too
We're going to
soon?
get a letter for that one, man.
Is that too soon?
Too soon. We're going to get like an ADA violation or something.
Right. Well, the Giants don't have a hit yet. Top of the lineup, Bill Terry popping it up. Concepcion's all over that. No worries, Willie Mays. Oh, look at that. Joe Morgan has it. Votto dropped it.
All right, still got no hitter going though. All right,
Yeah.
we got it.
I was just about to say that Reds infield, if you're not looking at rows, between Bench a 10, Votto a 10, Morgan a 9, and Concepcion a 9. I like what we got going on there.
Was Votto's range enough to warrant a 10? That's interesting.
Yeah, I think it's actually the number is his range. So they're ranking him really well on his range.
Interesting.
And I assume, almost all first basemen's fielding percentage is pretty ridiculous, right? Because they catch everything over there mainly. But still no hits, though, as Buster Posey digs in with 2 outs.
Oh,
Nice and easy.
Canaccord.
For Red, here's Johnny Bench.
Oh, did you get it?
He got quite a bit, but it's Willie.
Wrong guy.
Yeah, don't hit it out of the infield because Willie will catch it. Oh, the hit king with a sharp single to right.
I'm always disappointed by Rose's steal percentage, though. Every time we play with him.
Yeah. I don't know that he was a great base stealer, but he stole a lot of bases, right? I think he got thrown out quite a bit.
He's caught stealing. That was the years where they didn't care about caught stealing.
Right? Yeah. Where he'd be like 6 out of 10, and he'd be like, I need more attempts, man. I saw the stat today, and it was phenomenal. It said, if Pete Rose had played another season and a half, maybe, and gone 750 for 750, his career batting average would still be lower than Tony Wynn's.
Wow. That is absurd.
Attaboy, Tony.
Jeez.
All right, here's Eric Davis against Juan Marichal. Looks like a wild pitch.
We got a couple more comments from Cameron here.
Send Rose to second on this wild pitch. Safe chance 83%.
Ooh, take it. Yeah. No brainer.
All right, hang on.
Okay. He was good at picking it.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Maybe I can dig into that and find out. That's another good point, right? When a first baseman makes that diving stab deep back of first, and nobody can get to first in time, and it's a single, it's still a hell of a play, and it helps.
Yeah. Or even if you do that Olay backhand, but just knock it down 3 feet away.
But that's not in the box score anywhere, right? Anyway. So Rose on third, 1 out for Eric Davis.
Is Davis a good bunter?
I don't think so. Let's find it.
Bunt zero. Did it say bunt zero?
Where is it? Yeah, bunt zero.
How can he be bunt zero?
You would think
that's amazing.
National League ball, fast guy back then, but okay. Here's Eric Davis.
He kept doing the hitch while he was bunting too.
Oh, Roto, we got first and third.
Should we do it?
55.
Are you thinking? Is there a double steal option for?
Yeah, there's a delayed double steal.
You want to try it? I'm game.
I love
All
it.
right, let's do it.
Second and home on a delay.
Whew. We're gonna get gunned down.
Probably. What happened?
Did you make it? Hey!
Oh, Rose still home. Yeah, we made both.
Wow, good for us.
No, I think they got Davis at second. They got Davis at second.
Oh.
And we traded out for a run.
Hey, we'll take it.
Yeah, that works. Let's see
bunt
more
zero.
Of that. Joey Votto.
Was there a bunt zero? Oh, bunt zero. You're talking about the Davis guy.
Yeah.
A little slow tonight.
Yeah, bunt zero. Sounds like a bad horror movie, but okay. Here's George Davis, who is a phenomenal puncher.
A baseball horror movie. Can you imagine trying to pitch a baseball horror movie?
I got a baseball horror movie. It's called the 2024 White Sox. Here's Jeff Kent. Oh, laser shot down the line. Get there, George.
Uh-oh.
Davis's hat is too tight to fly off as he runs around the bases. Yeah. I would watch Bunt Zero on Mystery Science Theater.
That's true.
Absolutely. All right, so we got second and third, nobody out. Jeff Kent coming to the plate. Or sorry, Kent. Kent is on second.
Uh-oh.
Will Davis test the arm of Frank? Yeah, he will. Ooh. And we're tied up 1-1. Now, I love that we've got McCovey and Bonds coming up, and it's actually the bottom of the lineup, right? 8-9 hitters coming up.
There's no reprieve.
Dude, that's a tough ball game, right? Yeah, Crow. T Crow if you're scoring at home. Here's Willie McCovey. Got to turn my phone off like I'm a rookie. Okay. All right. So
just your 9-hitter.
Yeah, exactly. No big deal. Here's Barry Bonds hitting ninth. I mean, we could walk him, but it'd be to get to Bill Terry. So I think Barry's got to prove it. Yeah, look at that. Joey Votto with the 10. It's all good.
Easy peasy.
No problems at all. Concepcion, he's a great bunter.
Yeah, let's do it.
Posey's all over it.
I was hoping you'd get it to one miracle.
Yeah. Joe Morgan, who's been fantastic so far.
Ball.
Oh boy.
Juan. Huge mistake.
Wait a minute. That was Morgan at 37%.
Take a pitch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ball.
There's a ball anyway. 33.
What's good? Is he injured?
I don't know. They're aware of him though. 80. That's
There we go. Send him.
Okay, off you go. Just like that. 29% for third. Let George hit now. Run, Joe, run. Take third. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I got Foster. But Morgan takes third. Oh, we can challenge the ruling. Yes, please. The play is under review and the ruling stands.
Cameron had a comment about Bonds and Maddox.
Oh, here we go.
Was that ESPN? I've been meaning to watch that one.
Let's see. Yeah, I saw a fantastic bit with Maddox and Eddie Perez, right? Who caught him a lot. Even though Javi Lopez was usually the starter, Eddie usually caught Maddox. And they were facing Houston in the Killer Bees era, right? So it's Biggio and Bagwell. I don't think Berkman's there yet. And they're killing them like 8-0 in the 8th. And a guy gets a single, and I forget if Maddox didn't walk anybody. I think there was an error in a single. So they had 2 men on for Bagwell. And the scouting report that they'd gone over before the game was, we can throw, there's nothing I can't throw him. I can throw him any of my pitches, but I'll give him nothing inside. Never going to pitch him inside. And they'd gotten him out. I think it was 0 for 3 at that point. So he gets up and he's pitching a shutout, and now he's shaking Perez off. Nope. So Perez comes out because, like, what the hell? 8th inning shutout. You're shaking me? And he goes, we're going to go fastball inside. He's like, you told me nothing inside. He's like, I know, but it's 8-0. And he's like, you're the boss. And so he goes back behind the plate, and Bagwell hit one that hasn't landed yet. Like 480 down the line left. It was good and inside, but he turned it. 3-run homer. Now it's 8-3. Braves hold on and win. 2 months later, they face Houston in the playoffs. Maddox gets Bagwell up with 2 runners on, and he throws him 3 straight changeups inside, strikes him out on 3 pitches.
So good.
Set him up
2 months out.
2 months ahead of time.
Yeah, another level.
Dude, and the Bagwell swings are just caveman monstrosities, right? Like, he is sitting dead red. And I'm just like, talk about playing chess when the rest are playing checkers.
5D. He's up a couple of dimensions.
Oh, here we go. I forgot about Charlie O'Brien. Yeah, and there were others. That sounds like a movie.
Ty Cobb. There's got to be something in the code, man.
Maybe. I always wonder if, because Cobb's never had a representative season so far in eternal baseball. And because he was such a good bunter, a lethal bunter, I wonder if the computer can understand a guy where a third of his hits are sacrifice hits, right? Like, I don't know why. I wish every year there's a great player who struggles, but Ty Cobb's never had a representative season, and I'm frustrated by it too, but not as much as Tina. All right, here's Frank. I don't think that's going to have enough juice on it.
And even if it did go over his head, it's straight into William Hayes' basket catch.
Here's Bill Terry. Where are we at? We're tied, right? 1-1, man. I said it might be a good game. There you go, Willie. Wow, he holds him to a single. Only 60% for Willie. That's fine. Oh, he goes anyway on a hit and run. And Votto booted it. That's an error on Votto after I pumped up his glove. No wonder Reds fans hate him.
I understand it now.
Screw you, Joey Votto. We're putting
all that
Perez.
Animosity makes sense.
We're putting in Perez. So 2 on, 1 out. Buster Posey. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, run, George.
Nice.
Get it? All right.
Good point here. Beware. Double steal. We invented the double steal. Here's George Davis. He got quite a bit.
Can of corn.
But errors all over that. Here's Juan Miracle against Bubbles Hargrave. Sounds like a terrible opening wrestling match. Right?
Juan Miracle.
Flair ain't coming
with
out.
Like a luchador mask coming out.
Flair ain't coming out for 3 hours. Right? We got Juan Miracle and Bubbles Hargrave.
Flair's still driving into town. We really got to drag this one. Drag it.
Flair isn't even at the arena yet. And everybody's saying, don't sweat it. It's a nature boy. Here's Johnny Bench. Willie's got it. Willie's always got it. Pete Rose.
Might be going extras.
Right? Oh, right? Yeah, Cameron knows exactly what we're talking about.
The Armory. That's right.
Against Juan Miracle. Now, he bunts. But look at that. Bench starts the double play because it's Johnny freaking Bench.
So good.
Okay, so 2 down for Willie McCovey.
Was it Pendleton or LeGrand that had the Armory? I'm trying to remember.
Ooh.
Must have been Pendleton.
Sounds like a Pendleton thing, right? I don't really remember the difference between Pendleton, LeGrand, and Hermiston, really.
Oh, it might have been Hurston, actually, yeah.
Those were towns way up in Northeast Oregon that were still in our conference in high school. And those were long bus trips, man, especially for long. I remember one time we pulled up to one of them and like there was legit a gigantic brawl going on in the bus line. And I remember the bus, not even our coach, the bus driver was like, nobody gets off. They're mad at each other, but the second you show up, they're going to be unified and all worked up. So nobody's getting off this bus. Oh, here we go. Yeah. I'm sure they had like a ramen night giveaway for Noodles Hahn. Had to be. All right, here's Willie McCovey. 2 down.
Ball 4.
Walking. Yeah, he's not stealing. No worries here. It's just Barry Bonds. Bench is like, he's still Barry Bonds. I know. You got a lot of that.
Oh, jump.
It's off the wall,
Frank.
It's off the wall. Get him.
Oh, no.
The Giants take the lead on a double from number 9, the 9 hitter, DH Barry Bonds.
The late hitting Barry Bonds.
Right? How are you going to give up a double to the 9 hitter? Jeez. Here's Bill Terry. Tapping at the third. Terry's not real fast.
Cameron was curious about pitch count, but I'm guessing Noodles has like a 140 or something.
Right? It should show it underneath. Like if you look at, it's hard to read under Marichal, but his count is 84 out of 120. So, and since we're the Reds, no, we're the Giants, right? Oops.
No, we're the Reds.
Oh man, I keep confusing myself. I don't want to go bullpen.
Ooh.
Roster. Here we go. Look at that.
Dibble. They got the nasty boys. Let's get them
Yeah,
in.
you were a big Dibble fan back in the
Oh,
day.
Dibble. Just, outrageously, arrogant. Love that guy.
I liked how he had this crazy long run on ESPN, and then one day they're just like, yeah, that's enough Dibble.
That's enough Dibble.
We're kind of dibbled out here. But yeah, they've got Alexis Diaz from the
Dibble was great because he was just one of those guys. It's like, okay, he's just about to throw at someone.
Right.
You could just tell, you could just look at his face. Or his manners was on the mound. It's like, okay, he's flipped a circuit. It's go time.
I remember when he got suspended for, I forget why he was mad, but he threw a ball from the mound over the center field fence and hit a fan in the chest.
Oh no,
it's ridiculous.
So good.
So it's Alexis Diaz, Clay Carroll, who's a vintage pitcher but real good. Wow, Will White. No, he's a starter mainly. Raisel Iglesias. But looks like it's been a tough season for Rob Dibble with the 9 ERA. Norm Charlton's there at 4.9. Randy Myers is actually a Met in eternal baseball. So we don't have all three amigos. But there's lots of talent out there. Oh, Trevor Bauer. Yeah. Man, I see it all the time on Facebook when people start screaming about how Trevor Bauer deserves a chance and he shouldn't be blackballed. And it's the same response every time. I say, notice all his former teammates rallying to his cause.
He was not popular. Yeah.
They don't say boo. They don't say nothing.
It's that weird threshold, right? Where he's not stellar enough to overcome. Yeah. Regardless of what you think about, there's a certain talent threshold where if you're good enough, it's like, okay, yeah, come on back.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw that in Cleveland, right?
I mean, Aroldis Chapman came back, right?
Right.
Felipe Vasquez did not, right? Wander Franco will not.
Probably not. Right. Yeah. Why am I spacing? Who's the Cleveland quarterback? I'm totally spacing.
Oh, Deshaun Watson?
Yes, Deshaun Watson. That's that thing, right? And it turned out he wasn't actually at that threshold, but they thought he was. But
yeah, I love that Cleveland deferred his contract and backloaded a ton of it because they knew he'd get suspended for year one. So they made the year one contract league minimum or close to it and put all the money in the subsequent years. And all he's been is hurt or terrible.
Why would they not front load that knowing that?
Because
wouldn't that save them a bunch of money? Because they wouldn't have to pay it, right?
But they were trying to ingratiate themselves to him. He was their new franchise quarterback. So
I just can't get over that deal to this day.
Yeah. Oh man,
I remember reading that. What was it? 3 first-round picks and all that money. My goodness. 4
teams were after him, including Miami, who had Tua before he was so regularly concussed. I'm like, wow. But like they say, lie down with dogs, wake up with fleas. There you go. All right, here's Eric Davis. Willie McCovey.
Oh, so he actually did it on a pitching change? Oh, man. So that was probably why they hated him, right?
Let's see here.
Can you imagine Francona?
And everybody loves Francona, right? A lot of people think the Reds are going to make a big jump this year with Francona behind the bench. So, yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's fresh out of those. All right, here's Joey Vaughn. All right.
Here we go.
Oh, guess what, Roto?
Lombardi time.
Ooh. Oh. Double with Votto, 71%.
I think you do it. That's better than our. Yeah, sure.
But if you don't do it, you can pinch run Ellie De La Cruz for him and maybe just walk to second base.
I think we'd take 71, don't you think?
It's pretty good.
Let's do it.
All right. Run, Joey. That doesn't look good.
Weber, you should have talked me out of it. Come on.
All right, wait a minute. It's Bottom of the 7th. Might be pinch hit time.
Should we put De La Cruz in now?
Let's
Is he a
see.
decent bunter? I don't think I've
I don't know.
seen him enough.
OPS versus lefties. So Eugenio Suarez is a far superior bat to Dave Concepcion.
Is Klazuski, is he injured?
Yeah, he's hurt right now.
Okay.
Bummer. Because any guy who cuts off his sleeves because they restrict his swing is good in my book.
They got to bring that look back.
I think it is Suarez here. Look at the OPS, 765 to
All right.
532, and we've got another shortstop. So
Okay.
let's
The beauty is if he gets on base, then we can just
it's like
put De La
that.
Cruz in. Yeah.
Suarez leading the league in bubblegum. So that's got
Pinch hitting
that
for
going for him.
Cincinnati, number 7, Eugenio
I
Suarez.
can't imagine blowing bubbles with a beard, right? Because it's gonna pop. Right?
It's common. That's like Ozzie. It's like Ozzie Smith, man, taking those grounders,
Man,
doing the non-transfer.
yeah,
You do it enough times.
I bet Bubbles Hargrave next to him on the bench is like, it's not funny, man. It's not funny at all. Look at this.
All right, there it is. All right, De La Cruz time.
Yeah, we're not taking second this time. Okay. So, yeah, De La Cruz is coming in anyway. So may as well.
All right, let's see how bad that decision was on my part. Where's he at?
79.
Ah,
De
okay.
La Cruz.
All right,
Look-
send him.
Send him? All right. Off he goes. He's in there. 78 to take third.
Oh, dude, that is. I guess you can't, but that's so tempting.
With the top of the lineup, you probably got to let more.
Oh man, come on, Cameron. We're gonna get letters.
Oh,
You and
man.
Weber.
I didn't
You and
say
Weber.
it. I didn't say it. I may have instigated it, but okay. Joe Morgan.
Ball 4.
Walking. Oh,
Oh, bro, we doing it?
no.
What?
De La Cruz is now 18%.
Oh man, Morgan's gonna just.
How pissed off is
Steal
Joe
regardless.
Morgan at first base with 95? Like, you better be going. All right. George Foster.
Strike 3.
Sitting there.
Ah, heartache.
Now I got to fix my defense here. De La Cruz at short. Not very good short. So.
Is he that lowly ranked?
For range, they only give him a 4.
Because he's got a
So-
cannon, doesn't he? I'm
I
trying to.
believe he does have a cannon arm, but the range is not good, at least according to the game. So Noodles there ain't nothing wrong with Hahn. He's at 81 pitches out of 150.
I think you let it roll.
So until
I'm
he
gonna
gets
go to. Yeah.
until he gets in trouble, I think we're in a good place. Good spot here. Oh, Willie Mays.
No, Willie.
Come on, Pete.
Poop.
Pete got him.
Oh, there
Attaboy.
we go.
Travis Jackson. Big chance for you here, Ellie. Okay. And now Buster Posey with 2 down.
It's gonna be a,
Does
it's gonna
Rose
be a
have the
tough
distance?
loss here for Noodles, man. He's pitched pretty
Right.
well.
Ball.
1 and 2 to Posey. That's foul
Oh.
too. That's definitely foul.
Ball. Strike 3. Hero.
I had to throw him out too, but okay, fine. So here we go. 3, 4, 5. Bottom of the 8th.
Yeah.
Juan Marichal, well, kind of rolling. If this inning goes a little long, I may get somebody up in the pen for San Fran because sometimes the computer's a little slow on that. Oh, look at
There.
Frank.
Oh, love it.
Man, that got out in a hurry.
That was a laser. All right, then here we go.
Somewhere in the stands, an Oriole scout is like, might trade for Robinson.
Inquire about Robinson.
Right? All right, so.
Who'd they get for him?
Oh, man.
Was it just garbage? Like,
Milk
it like a
Pappas
6?
or something.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
remember. It was not real good. I don't remember personally.
Yeah, I can look it up real fast.
Yeah, it was not. It wasn't much. All right, so just to make sure, because the computer has a notoriously slow hook. So I'm going to take control of San Fran.
The second article is Frank. Here's the title: Frank Robinson trade an all-time heist.
Oof. We'll get up Gary LaBelle and Rod Beck. Come on, Rod Beck. You bet.
Rod Beck. All right, here it is. For pitchers, Milt Pappas, Jack Baldschun, and outfielder Dick Simpson.
Oof.
Oof. All right.
And I got the headliner, Milt Pappas, who led the league in total Ps. Other than that, all right. So I got Beck and Lavelle, lefty and righty, warming up for him, just to give him options, and I'll give control back to the Giants. As Bubbles Hargrave, 0 for 3. Did you get that? Is he bubbling over? No. Mel Ott. Here's Johnny Bench.
Come on, Johnny.
Walking. You could legitimately pinch run early Lombardi.
Hey, here we go, man.
But you'd be sacrificing defense behind the plate.
If Brian's still watching, we apologize. We were hoping for a blowout.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. We got to give it our
we
best.
could hit that marker, but
Pete Rose with a 5 hopper to short that turns 2.
no.
So it's 11:05 and we're headed to extras, it feels like, as we go to the 9th inning. Here's George Davis, who's an incredible bunter, but not against us. There we go. Fine. Let's see. We got a whole Hahn's left-handed, and he's got plenty of pitches left. I was going to say we should get a lefty up, but
Yeah, let's let it ride.
I mean, I can get a different lefty up maybe if something happens here.
Maybe Charlton, but
Yeah, right. The calmest of the nasty boys, I think. Myers wasn't a maniac though, right? It was.
I think
really
Dibble just kind of Dibble had such a high bar that
Dibble had enough crazy to share. All right, one down, Mel Ott. Oh, that's going to be over. You can see the little bloop in that. Throw to third, 33% chance to get Davis. Yeah.
sure. Got a couple more comments to you.
Get him.
Get him.
Oh.
Ah,
All right, here we go. Hang
Too
on.
bad.
Defending Milt Pappas.
yeah. I appreciate a good defense.
He wasn't terrible, but Frank Robinson won 88 games on his own in 1967.
This war was 88.
There we go. Yeah, even Brian said, no, I wouldn't run. He's not a maniac. All right, good. Glad we didn't offend. Okay, so just because I don't want to seem unprepared.
Get Dibble up just for the heck of it.
You want Dibble?
Just warm him up.
All right, he's been bad. He's going to be pissed if you warm him up and don't bring him in. But I'll just point down there, talk to Coach Rotundi. All right, so one down, Willie McCovey.
Oh,
Stayed fair. Frank's got it, though. Will
Here we go.
Davis challenge? Throw home, outchance 2%.
I think you gotta.
You kind of got it, though, right?
Yeah. All right, Frank. We need a Juan miracle.
Right? Ah,
Woo. All
real
right.
close. All right, are we done with Noodles? Or it hasn't been bad.
I don't know. Maybe one. Well, of course. Yeah. Let's get Charlton in, or he's
Okay,
warming
but
up.
we can get him. We just got to do a mound visit.
All right, let's do that.
Han's still doing fine, but
Decent effort, Noodles. Decent effort.
Bonds' splits, you definitely want a lefty against him. So, Norm, come on down.
There's 100% chance he's just gonna walk in there.
Pitching for Cincinnati, Norm Charlton.
You know all the guys at Cheers just went, Norm! All right, Norm, don't let us down. That's a terrible picture. I'll have to work on that. Oh, he hit him. You know what? I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him at all. Bill Terry. Sitting down.
All right.
Beck and Lavelle are ready. Eric Davis is up.
I think it's gonna be a miracle in the 9th. Here we go.
Let's see here. Make sure we don't have anybody to consider here. OPS versus right. All right, Veda Pinson would be a slight advantage over Davis or Votto, so he might get our Votto at bat here.
Okay.
But Davis is going to hit.
Oh, sorry, Cameron. Saw that comment late.
Oh, what did it say? Yeah. Norma. He hit him. I can't be mad at anybody who hits Barry Bonds. Sun Devil, by the way. Just saying.
Sun Devil.
All right, so Votto, no. Pinson, yes. If only to get this graphic on the
Pinch
screen.
hitting
Look at
for
that.
Cincinnati.
Dude,
Veda. Pinson.
you can't tell me if he was playing today, he would have to walk up to the Imperial March.
Imperial March, yeah.
And you know fans in the stands would be wearing Votto or Pinson jerseys with Vader helmets.
He's
you
so
know
good.
They would.
He's so good.
And he played left, center, or right. So they'd probably just move wherever he was, right? So good. All right,
Just a whole section of stormtroopers.
Yeah. All right, look. If you're looking
waiting
up,
orders.
there's a pretty good video somebody made of a stormtrooper throwing Vader a fastball and him killing it with his lightsaber. And it goes through the roof of the stadium and blows up the Death Star. Pretty fantastic. I haven't found room for it, but yeah. And right here, he is your cousin's brother's former college roommate. Let's see here. Yeah. I don't understand why guys with Bonds as herbed up as he was, standing on home plate with that plate mail armor on the elbow, I would not have walked him. I wouldn't have domed him, but I'd have put curveballs off that elbow all day.
That elbow guard. I mean, that was like a 2-inch elbow guard, man.
It was
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous. All right. Lord Vader. Not quite.
It's fun to see him run it first.
Number
Anyway.
44, Ellie De La Cruz.
De La Cruz. Okay.
All right.
Well, he's a lefty, and Marichal is out of juice, so I'm gonna exercise owner's choice here and get Juan out of the game. He pitched a heck of a game.
Pitching
All
for
right,
San
Gary.
Francisco, number 46.
You couldn't have put Rod back in there? Come on.
De La Cruz is a switch. But he is actually a little weaker against lefties, power-wise anyway. So, Gary, let's see it. Run, Ellie, run. It's the ball game.
Well, a little anticlimactic there.
Ballpark.
It wasn't a bad
San
game,
Francisco
right?
3,
No.
Cincinnati 2. Juan Marichal picks up the win. He is now
Juan Miracle.
loser. He is now 5-6. Gary
Man,
Monk,
he had a good game.
number 2.
Yeah, he really
Frank
did.
Robinson hit
Remember,
home
he
run
came in
number
with
8
like
on
a
the season.
5.08
Time of the
ERA,
game,
right?
2 hours, 26 minutes.
The Noodles have good stuff? No, nobody had good stuff today.
Just regular, but
Oh,
I'm not mad at him for 3 runs in 8 2/3.
That was decent effort.
Yeah, it's not bad. Player of the game is Juan Miracle, of course. So there you go. All right, we had a good game tonight, and as usual, we didn't quite get it done. But
As per the norm.
yeah, hey, so we'll be coming soon to your hometown to make your team lose, and hopefully you'll be back for that. So we appreciate everybody who joined us tonight, gave us some commentary, helped us out on things we couldn't remember.
Yeah, I always appreciate the banner.
Corrected us when we were wrong, gave us mass kudos when we were right. It's always more fun. Oh yeah, it's a
Festivus miracle.
Yeah, I'm digging it. So if you like what you saw, tell your friends. Like our stuff, share our stuff. It always helps the channel grow when other people endorse us, because we can tell you we're great, but we're slightly biased. Again, you can find us on Facebook, you can find us on Twitter, find us on Instagram, find us at eternalbaseball.com, and find us every Sunday night right here for the Eternal Baseball Podcast.
Thanks, everyone.